Welcome to the Finishing Touch podcast from Superfici America. I'm your host, Bret Johnson. Each episode, I sit down with experts in the automated finishing industry to talk coatings, try schedules, emerging trends, and practical tips. Whether you're an industry pro or just getting started as a new operator, this podcast has something for you. We're here to share insights, answer questions, and help you stay ahead in the world of automated finishing. Let's get into it. Okay, welcome to a special episode of the Finishing Touch podcast. I'm your host, Bret Johnson, and it's not often that we get the whole team together in one place, so we're taking advantage of this special opportunity to introduce you guys to our entire sales team. So today I have with me Gustavo Gaidzinski. He is our molding line product manager, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his journey into finishing and molding specifically. So welcome, Gustavo. Okay. Thanks for sitting down with me, man.
I'm glad to be here, Bret. So, as Bret said, I'm Gustavo. I'm the product manager for molding lines. A little bit of my background. I was born in a family that runs a plant of molding machinery, so even in my early memories, I already have contact with this business, with this environment. I have a big network because I grew up in the middle of this. I've been doing installations, I've been selling machines for more than 10 years, so now I'm at Superfici. I'm really excited, Awesome. I've been working 5 months with you guys, and I think we're gonna make good things together.
Awesome. So how do you feel like that experience that you have since being a child even, how do you feel like that gives you an advantage with customers?
So most of them, because in the moldings you have several different shapes of molding, so every time that you're gonna run a different shape or a different molding, you might have a different situation, a different challenge. You need to apply the coating in a different way. So as I grow in this environment, I pretty much saw everything, and I know the solution for each one. And when I don't know, I know the people who knows how to do it.
Right, which is just as important sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, I mean, most of our customers know Superfici for flat line reciprocating spraying when it comes to the spray side. So, let's just start with the basics. Could you just go over some of the differences between molding spraying and reciprocating spraying?
Okay, so the molding sprayer, it's more used when you have a high volume of the same product, or even you can do the sprayer or the vacuum. So it's a machine that you can run faster than the reciprocate. I mean, the reciprocate you can put profile side by side, but it's a little difficult because you can't sand before in the sides. So when you are working with the sprayer, you can put the nibber before, and you can sand the sides, and you have the molders in the center, and you spray them in the center. So moldings is more for high volumes, high speed. As the reciprocate, I believe it's more slow, but you can work with different. It doesn't have much setups as the sprayer maybe.
So how fast do these molding lines run?
So you can go up to 300 FPM, which is pretty high.
That's really fast.
Yeah.
That's really fast. So what types of automation are available for profile finishing lines?
So in the last years, we've been developing a lot of automation because we saw that the customers, they don't want to deal with the handling inside the factories anymore. So what we are doing, we are creating vacuum gantries that fits the line, also stacking system that make the complete bundle of the moldings. So we have automation from the in-feeding to the out-feeding, of course, for the coating too.
Okay. So please explain for everybody what Gesso is, who uses it, and why to use it.
So Gesso, it's a filler. It's a material that you are going to create a new surface in your profile. So our many manufacturers are using this kind of filler in bed lumber. So they create a layer, they dry it, and after they apply a finishing in it.
Sometimes people will hear Gesso and there's a lot of negativity around the finished quality.
Yeah.
Could you address that? I mean, is that a real thing, or is?
I think it's a misunderstanding because in the past the East countries, they used to sell really the worst lumber in the world with the gesso, but they didn't apply very well that, and they apply it too much. But if you go to South America and you see what they are doing, that sometimes they just apply the gesso, it seems that it is finishing, you know. A lot of people in US, they look for what the guys in the South of America are doing. They try to do the same, you know, because they have a high quality with a low cost using the gesso.
All right, so are there different types of machines for different types of moldings?
So I would say yes. I mean, if you are going to run many different types of moldings, I would recommend to use the sprayer. But if you are going to run the same type of coating and the same type of molding, I would recommend the vacuum, which you don't need to change the setup. You just run and ensure butt to butt. And if you are going to do different coatings that you need to change, so I would recommend the sprayer, because you have the auto color change system, and this system also has a cleaner with a solvent, so you clean the system after you change the color. I would recommend that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So what are the main challenges in running different profiles on the same production line?
Yeah, as I told in the first question, for different profiles, you're always going to have, depending on the line, you're gonna have different setups. And what we do with our machines, we try to automate those setups. So you kind of have a barcode for your order, you read that in your backstops, they're gonna adjust itself as they go to the position for the profile needed, you know.
Perfect, man. Are there any features that are built into these machines to prevent jams or any production stoppages or anything like that? Because I know running that fast, any downtime in production is huge.
I mean, I can use the stacking line as an example. They have many devices to avoid jams there. You have rollers that they're gonna ensure that all the profiles that are going through the machine are in the same position. So in that way, you ensure that they are all aligned. Also, you have in the backstops devices that they're gonna prevent that when you hit the backstop, the molding bounce back and create any problems. But I could say many of them, you know. Also, we have detection. When the machine sees that a profile didn't arrive in time where you should go, the machine will turn off to avoid any huge problem.
All right, so if the shop's currently hand spraying their moldings, like what should they see after automating?
So when you are hand spraying, I believe that you can ensure quality, because you know sometimes the operator is tired, you can't control the mood of your operator. The machine is going to ensure that you have all the same quality. It's going to ensure high productivity, because we can run faster than a guy hand spraying, that's for sure.
How important is it to give customers a line that, you know, is custom to their solution but also scalable for what they may do in the future?
I mean, I think that's what the market needs. If you don't have a line that fits the necessities of your customer, how are you gonna be competitive in the market?
Right. All right, man. And are you seeing any new trends in the industry at all? Anything you're seeing out there?
Yes, I'm seeing new trends. I mean, back in the days, maybe 5 years ago, in the factories you had like the molder. So you're gonna mold the molding. After you're gonna wait some time, you need another people to feed a gesso line or a coating line. After you need 3 or 4 operators to do that. Nowadays they are linking every equipment, so now you have the molder. Right after the molder, it's a coating machine. Right after the coating machine, it's the stacking machine. So they are avoiding all this handling through the factories, you know.
Yeah, that's great. Awesome. And well, thanks for sitting down with me and taking the time and letting me pick your brain a little bit and answering all my questions. So really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it, Gustavo. It's good to have you on, man.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks for tuning in to the Finishing Touch podcast. If you're ready to take your finishing to the next level, please contact your Superfici America sales rep. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Until next time, this is the Finishing Touch podcast, helping you finish better.